Right, guys, so today I'm going to quickly um, give you a breakdown of what I'm expecting on volatility 75. So this is a monthly time frame, so I want to quickly show you a few things that I've seen on the chart so that we quickly go through and we know our way forward. Alright, so on the monthly time frame, clearly I can see there has been another block somewhere here. Alright, so this is actually um, so this is a monthly OB. Alright, should the text be in red or let me keep it black, I think. Yeah, so it's just monthly OB. Alright, sorry, I'm quite slow with my typing. So this here is a monthly OB, um, okay. Alright, so this is a monthly OB, and from the look of things you can clearly see that price has traded into the mean threshold of the OB. Okay, let me try and get this right. Okay, so we could see that month price actually traded back into the monthly OB, and we've seen some sort of rejection. Here I'm not using only the body, but I'm using the full wick. Okay, so let's go down to the weekly time frame and let's continue filter down further and see what's happening. Right, so as you could see when we drew the monthly OB, this is what we had. Price has filled all the necessary gaps and the necessary liquidity AB has been taken, so we are in for a sell. Because when you look at the monthly time frame, price got to this point, reversed, came down, went up some few pips above this, some 45, 46 pip above it. So this is another high, but I'm more certain of the market breaking down lower. All right, because what did I see initially? I think that with this monthly other block formed here and price being rejected at the mean threshold, are likely going to go down. Okay, let me go further down so that I give you more insight on what I'm seeing, so that the picture is more clearer. Sorry. So the next thing that I'm seeing here is we had a bearish movement here. There was some bearish movement in here, and normally when I see the market makers come in bearish like this, what I usually expect is that the sell-off against the market, especially around that same zone where they began placing their sell orders. So if you take note, you realize that price came to this zone and it goes, this one just went a little bit slightly. Usually it doesn't do this. Usually price doesn't penetrate above where the market makers begin to place their trades. Alright, so here you notice that price went slightly above that zone, and then quickly it was bounced back, came back again. You see, you couldn't go above it, and then back again, and then into it again. So take another notice. You realize that price is being bounced, and it is always around that mean threshold of that monthly other block we saw. You see that? All right. So that's a clear sign that there has been a rejection from the other block, and we are having a particular move around this area now. And then also, so let's see, this is let me put a description here. Okay, institutional buyers, institutional sellers, sorry, institutional sellers. What am I typing? Sorry. So here is the institutional seller zone, so we could find that institutional sellers are inside the zone, right? Now let's filter it down further to see if, let's say, we're supposed to make an entry. Well, if we're supposed to have made an entry, I would have entered somewhere here. But now let's get another clearer picture here, so that you are more convinced of what I'm trying to say here. You can find out that the market was actually making some moves here. Let me try and make some trends here, here, goes up, let's say it goes here, and then watch this, the market breaks down here. Normally we have a shift in market structure. All right, normally we have a shift in market structure, so this is not surprising. It's going to come down below this. So when there's a shift in structure, this is what happens. Okay, now look at this area when price actually, this is what I'm trying to show you. Oh, let me undo this first. Why does it keep repeating itself? So actually I'm trying to point out this area to you, that look, this zone is broken out by this area. Okay, so the market penetrated, broke down. Now the market normally has to rise and go and get to our entry point, which my mentor will tell you that we call it ultimate trade entry. Okay, there's an ultimate point where you can enter the market that's best suit and that's best fit. Okay, now that is it with how we got with the mentor. He would have put the fib maybe levels for you to see exactly where the market actually got bounced by. So like this, we actually had the price rejection around the 50 level, which is the mean of that main swing that actually broke the previous trend. Okay, so around that 50, so you refine and then get a correct entry. So now let's go down to a daily time frame and still see if we can really find a very correct entry. Okay, all right, so this is, we are on the daily time frame now. So let's say this was the initial things that happened on the market. So this is where I said the price went outside a little bit of the institutional seller zone. So let's look at why or why price came here and how you could have entered. So let's look at this. Clearly you can see that there is an order block here. So let's say if I had taken a trade if you are taking a trade here, normally what you would expect is that price shouldn't close above this. Maybe you can put your stop loss here, but normally this is what I would have expected. This is what I would have expected. So let's say if I had seen this and price went hit this other block, maybe even with my expectation that okay, it has opened above, it closed above my zone, it didn't close above my zone, another one comes and never close above my zone. Normally look at what this candle formed. So this candle formed this from this side, came down, and then there was a long bullish candle. Automatically now we have a rejection here, and we see that this becomes another proportion block. A proportion block basically is a block that is formed from another other block. There's another block here, and then this one propels out of that other block. So anything that comes outside or forms outside this is going to be propelled to run away further from it. And you can see what happened here. This is a daily time frame, and let's see how many pips. If let's say you taking a trade here, or let's say you took it from here, how many pips to clear the lows here? I mean, this would have been your exit. Almost. Oh, come on, that's a lot of 1,908 pips. So, well, you are still not convinced. Let's get a better refined entry. So let me get something out of here for you. Another refined, this one that I found here was this this, let me draw this, let me use this equidistance as my on the smaller time frame, the what's the name, the sellers, on the smaller time frame you could find another sellers also came in here strong. My line is not straight. Let me tell you this. Sorry, let me delete this other. I don't know this. I'm trying to get something from good. So I found this. Let me show you what I found. Okay, so there was this area which was also equally another seller's zone. Okay, there was another seller's zone. So they came in, the sellers came in here. Okay, they came in here, and then you could see that when they manipulated the market upwards and began to rally down from away from this price, anytime price came back to that zone, it was a total rejection. Price came back to that zone, it was a total rejection. So now let's see if we can find some refined entry inside this area. Okay, let's see if we can find a refined entry. This is a daily time frame, so and we are trading VIX. So if let's say you're not more refined, you may end up blowing your account. So let's find a more refined entry for another sell zone that happened just around this area. Okay, so now let me quickly go down to 4-hour time frame. Okay, so here we have the 4-hour time frame. All right, so on the 4-hour time frame we had this area formed, and we had the zone formed and all. So we're waiting for price to come back, trade into that zone again, so that we make an entry. Now let's look at what we can find to refine our entry. Okay, so now clearly we have one other block here. Clearly you can see this two bullish candles, we formed an order block. Okay, or let's find if we can find some sellers coming in at a particular zone. Well, here we are not seeing anything of that sort. We didn't find any sellers come in. this side. I don't think it no. No, no. So we don't find any sellers coming in. But here, hey, we have a bullish order block. We have a bullish order block here. This particular candle. This is the wick of that candle. The bottom of that candle. Now let's look at where price actually got rejected. Even if we are not more certain here, this area, okay, we can still further fine tune to 1 hour time frame and see if we find a very good entry point here. Here now, although I'm finding on the H4 as, let me go to the H1. Okay, let me go to H1. So this is the area, this is the zone, this is the zone we're talking about. Now let me show you what could have been a possible good entry. So here we are finding out that price traded and came all the way here. Good. So on the 1 hour time frame, you find out that the continuous bullish candles here, from here to here, these are the bullish order. Okay, so now they become the order block, because it said one continuous bullish order candles, bullish candles, 1, 2, 3, they're all bullish candles with a long breakdown. So it tells us that this long area here is actually our order block. You get it? Yes, this is our order block. Sorry, trying to drag this. Oh, anyway, so let's maintain it this way. All right, so this is our long. Let me get the mean threshold of this particular candle, of this long bullish candles. This is the mean threshold, but this is the tip of it. Okay, so now let's see if when you go down further, now someone will say there's a gap here. How about price trade and comes to fill the gap? Don't be confused. There is this long bullish wick which shows us that the gap has already been closed, so there's no gap here. All right, but let's go see what price did when it came back to that level. Okay, so price traded, and see when it hit the wick, and it hit it, this was it. When it hit it, it didn't go any further, and then it bounced back, and that was it. And boom, the breakdown, and then boom, the breakdown. Okay, so as you refine the time frame further down, you can get a more concise entry. So look at this. So this is one continuous bullish candle. Okay, and then another one. Go to the 4 time frame. So you see this is the bullish candles, and then the long bearish candle. So this becomes the order block, and then boom, you sell off. So your sell zones refined with the refined with order blocks will give you a perfect entry, you know. So with this is the reason why when we go to the high time frame, this is the reason why price came to this point and then it was rejected. Price came to this point and it was rejected, you know. So this is the main reason why. All right, so now you have a more refined entry. Now you know that this was a sell zone, but why would price go beyond the sell zone? Means that there was something that price had to fulfill up here before it ultimately sold down. Okay, someone asked the question that why do I have this trade set up here? Okay, so let's leave everything else and go straight down to my setup that you see down there. So there was this nice sell zone that actually formed. Let me use this, let me bring back this So look at this, my zone. All right, price, I was expecting price to trade inside this zone, go up into this zone, and then maybe retrace. Okay, but I think it did something spectacular. It went up high above the zone, and then you could see this area, it even went further higher above the zone, and then traded back into the zone, and then it's now falling back. So let's see what gave the room for price to go up here and even trade above this. This was a monthly order block, and then we had the mean threshold of it here. So let's see, let's go down and see what happened with this area. If we can find an entry from this area and an entry from this point, so let's say we have this, so there should be an entry from this around this area, and then this one as well, this area too. So let's fine tune and see if we can find something. So let me highlight the area that we are looking for the setup. Okay, so that we look at what we'll see. All right, so let's go down to 4-hour time frame. So this is what we have on the 4-hour time frame. So we have correct bullish candle here, and let's say the mean threshold of that bullish candle is this blue line, which is also the mean threshold of that monthly candle. All right, now let's see what happens. So let's say price trades here. We know that yeah, we would normally expect that the mean threshold, so place a trade, place a stop above it, and then we'll write down. If it clears, fine. Now let's go down to 1-hour time frame and be more precise and see if there was something more precise here that should have given us a clear green light. Look at this bullish candle here. Okay, this candle here is a clear sign of a bullish order. So this is a block. Sometimes the blocks are not so obvious, but so you notice that even when price came up, traded above, a little below it, and came up here, touched it, boom, it was bounced back. Okay, so when you go to this is it. Sorry, let me come back to it again and see which line we place the dotted lines. Okay, so let's see if I had come here on these dotted lines, what it did, and then let me place another one right on top of that bullish other block. So within this zone we expect a sell. Okay, now let's go to H4 so that I go quickly to the other side. Now we have one here. Okay, one here where price traded, touched the other block, it went into the mean threshold of that other block. You can see from here, boom. Now the other one came and then broke it and went further up. Further up where? Okay, let's go and check where it went to. Okay, let's go down to our 1-hour time frame and see further up where it went to. Sorry, going the opposite direction. So I'm in this side, all right. So on the 1-hour time frame, check it. When it hits, you could see how the reaction of price here, and it tells you exactly what price was doing. It hit it once, came down, and then sellers came in here. I mean, it was a clear picture here that there was a clear picture here, indecisiveness candles and the dodgy candles, and then the sellers came in. There was manipulation, and then boom, price straight away traded down. Okay, let's go back to where we were actually looking for. So look at this area, price traded and came up to this zone. Now let's go to 30-minute time frame. I'm sure we'll find something. Oh, we'll go very far, but let's still see. Yeah, always keep refining your chart until you find what you're looking for. Very, very nice. So nice. See, the sellers came in so strong here, or let's say they even came in so strong here and then came back again, and then they came in so strong here, this area. You see, so price traded and touched exactly at the bottom of where the sellers were actually playing, and boom, price went back down. So it tells you that, so this is it, this is the area, this is the spot. Let me put this here. This is the spot where the sellers came in so strong. This is the spot where the sellers came in so strong, so strong. And make it gold. Oh no, I'm looking for this. Nope. Cancel please. Okay. This is it, but I want so let me put the candle here. Sorry, let me put the sell button at where I wanted it to be. Property. Okay, no worries. This is it. Okay, this is it. This is where the sellers came in strong. Now let's go down to our H1, D1. Come on, you see what happened? Exactly on top of the tip, boom, it happens. Now let's go to why I set this straight. Let's go to why I have set this straight. So when you come down to the daily time frame, let me take off everything that's on my chart so that I can see clearly what I'm trying to achieve here. I told you that there was a movement, price broke, there was a break in structure, there was a break in this structure, so there was a movement. Okay, price broke the structure and broke it, and boom, broke this. So when price came down here, it went up, price broke the structure. Let me go down to, sorry, let me show you clearly what I'm trying to. We come here, we come here, we go up, come down here, let's say we go up, then boom, we come down here. It broke the structure anyway. This is not that wasn't my what's the name. Let me show you from time frame so I am more clear. Oh, sorry, the daily time frame. Okay, so here I have this, I have this, this, and then here we go, and then it breaks it. Okay, so we are looking to selling. All right. Okay, now let's see clearly. Let's see clearly why I made this. Okay, back to 4 hour time frame. Sorry for the boring talking and all. Okay, we'll finish soon. I'm not so fine today, so so let's see. On the daily time frame, I said I found some. This is a sell zone. Let's say this area. We have all this area as our selling zone. Okay, and normally price has traded into my sell zone, and I caught some trade here, back down. Now I see price retracing back into the sell zone. What should I normally expect? Let me go down to 4-hour time frame. What do I see on the 4-hour time frame? So let me put some lines to demarcate my sell zone so that I can nicely take off there. Oh, okay, so this is my sell zone. Let's go to the H4. On the H4, do I have some sell zone? At the moment, yes, I had some sell zone around this area, and then it did some small zone. But let's look around this area and see if we have some sell zone. Yes, I didn't really have any sell zone around this, but I found that there was an order block. This particular long candle is actually a good order block, you know. Although it's long, it had some bullish candles within it and all, but it's an order block. All right, let me refine it to the 1-hour time frame. Yes, let's look at the 1-hour time frame. The one on the 1-hour time frame, I had this area to be a sell zone. You know, I had this sell zone. All right, nicely I saw it here, and then I was like, okay, I was going to maintain this area as my sell zone. All right, so yeah, price did what it had to do, went up into the sky high, although there was also another buy zone in there, so that is what actually propelled price to move up, but the buy zone has been violated. Now we are looking for the sell zone, you know, so it came in strong and then took down, so price came into the sell zone and boom, came down. I think I took a trade here and I exited somewhere here. I was okay. Looks like my account is left with something small, you know. And then let me come down again to another sell zone. I never found any sell zone again though, but on the smaller time frame there is this H1. So, and then let me go to the 30 minutes. There was something here that I wanted to show. There was something here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? This is 30 minutes. On the 30 minutes, well, I couldn't find anything. And then on the 30 minutes, I was saying that this is also an order block. All right. All this long area is an order block. So let's see if we have this continuous candles as an order block. So I'm seeing the mean threshold. Sorry. I'm seeing this area where I placed my trade. I just don't like it when I've been doing this and the chart keeps messing with me. So I want to show you that I actually place this trade in the mean threshold of this order block. You know, when you have your buyers for the market, knowing that we are in a bearish market, now your aim should be looking for entry points, you know. Yeah, and you could clearly see that this area there's a gap here, and price will definitely come fill this gap, trade into the main threshold of this particular candle, and then when it hits this order block there will be a rejection. All right, now let's go down further to I have more refined entry when you even go down to the smaller time frame. So you notice this, there's this gap here, there's this gap here that it has to fill, you know, it has to do that. And then on the 5 minutes, you know, on the 5 minutes time frame, I should see price trade above this and then come down to hit this and go back and then do something here. Now let's go to 5 minutes. 5 minutes. On the 5 minute time frame, on the 5 minute time frame. I saw a very nice sell zone on the 5 minute time frame. Yes, which happens to be this candle. You know, this candle, yeah. So I placed my trade here and hope that I don't get stopped out. If price moves all the way to this side, so my stop loss should be this. Let me try and put my stop loss here. Oh, modify. Okay. So I've got my stop loss in here. All right. So let me see if I modify it to 1 minute time frame. If I have to see something, there's something that I needed to see that I didn't see up here, that maybe price may come and work around so that I can quickly make the change, you know. Yeah. So this is the area where my traders, let me delete this so that I can see the chart well. So this is the area where my traders, I have a nice sell zone here. So I'm sure that price should come touch this, even goes up a bit here, shouldn't be anything wild. I mean, so I'm ready to take just $2 loss in hope that price would reverse and go down further. Okay, so this is why I'm taking this trade. I hope you enjoyed the video, and then if you have any question, if you have more questions to ask, don't bother to ask. All right, you should ask me and I'll be here to answer. You know, look at the mean threshold of this, so I'm hoping that it goes into the mean threshold, and then we are good to go. Yeah, anything above this is a foul play. If it goes above this, it's $30. You know, look at this. This is an order block. Can you see that? This is another block that price shouldn't necessarily go above it. You know, price should hit this, it should reverse. If it goes below above this, we are out of the market. All right. So I hope to give you update of this trade soon or later, and then so you do enjoy your day and stay blessed.